Hey, so I'm back with potentially a bad idea, or I feel like it's at least been a good idea for a couple weeks now. But I don't know how everyone else feels. I think that shoes are really expensive and I go through them really fast. I do like to hike and run and just walk around town in either like a pair of Brooks. I've got the Ghost 15s, but I also really like the Salomon's Sense-Ride. I've got a couple pairs of 4s and a pair of 5s. But I've also had the same issue with Sauconys. And what that issue is the uppers, I guess that's what you call those uppers, wear out before the shoe is done. And so I've heard that I'm supposed to get like about 500 miles on a pair of these shoes, whether it's running or what. But I feel like less than 100, the shoe starts to tear right here on the outside. And then like you get this giant gash and this giant hole, and dirt and rocks and everything just starts filtering in there. Well, not really filtering, like flooding in there. And you just end up walking on dirt and your feet are disgusting. And yeah, sand and dust and stuff gets through this fabric anyways, but it doesn't need to get in there that fast. So I had an idea, and oh yeah, so like with the Brooks, it's that same kind of fabric. It's kind of light and it just tears right in that same spot. I don't know if it's because like I bend my foot there or something. Also, here's my new pair of Salomon Sense-Rides. These are the 4s, these are the 5s. And you can see the same spot is gonna have that same kind of issue right there. Oh, these are dirty too, and it's on my standby paper towel. I've been hiking in these. So anyways, I'm hoping that because shoes now are like $120, $140, that maybe this little idea of mine might help them last a little longer. But I have tried with this hole, I've tried duct tape inside and outside, tenacious tape inside and outside. When the tenacious tape only stuck for like half of a hike, I then decided I would super glue the tenacious tape on. That really didn't work and it looked really, really horrible. And this isn't like perfect, but I think so far, like this little pulled hole right here, now 2 weeks off hiking later, it looks the same as it did when I first decided to try this out. And what it is for better or for worse, it's fingernail polish. And so all I did was, well, this just happened to be what I had at home. And because my shoes were getting a big hole, I didn't care if it really looked good or not. But I just took the fingernail polish and I just painted it on where that hole is, and then I extended out past the hole to kind of get in the other where it would start to tear, or it would try to tear. And it kind of stinks. And I thought about using fingernail polish because in the past when I've had things that I wanted to stop fraying, I put fingernail polish on them and it seemed to do the trick. I'm not going to.
I want to know what you're doing on the counter.
This guy is not interested at all on what's going on in the kitchen. So far, 2 weeks later, it seems to have stopped the fabric from tearing there. It does make the fabric a little harder, a little crunchy, or I don't know what the word is, harder. But I've hiked 8, 10, 12 miles at a time in them. And on the inside, like I haven't noticed any issues with my foot on the inside. Doesn't seem to impact my foot at all. I don't know, it might work out for other people. It might not. It might be a horrible idea, but for now it seems to be working for me.
are you doing? Don't eat that.
So you can kind of see it, that color, because I didn't really color match it with these, because I don't really care. But I think that, you know, if I did actually get the right color, it wouldn't be noticeable at all, except for where I ran right off of the fabric and onto that black, I don't know what that is, rubbery stuff? So, oh well.
And I think before I use my new shoes, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on there to start with, and then hopefully, you know, that'll help my shoes last longer so that the uppers don't just fall apart before the rest of the shoe wears out. So yeah, potentially another terrible idea, but we'll see.